on this video.
We install a stainless 6-inch exhaust tip we got on Amazon for 70 bucks, and we make it look professional. That's not gonna work. This is actually really, really bad. There's actually no hardware attached. First, starting at one side. Blaney,
Ben,
what's up, my homie?
we're gonna put this on.
What is that?
It's fancy. It looks pretty. That's what it is.
All right.
So,
What's it gonna do?
well, really, it's gonna get my exhaust from doing that to be more 90'd and more tucked up and looked more normal.
Is it gonna sound any different?
I've heard it does, but it shouldn't. I
All
hope.
right. Is that bolt on or how does that go?
Yeah, it's just bolt on. That's how that exhaust is run. It's just run with these same kind of clamps.
Okay. Is that diameter the same as this?
No, it's actually just a hair bigger, just so it slides real nice, you know. Slides right on.
Oh, so that's a slide on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that
Hopefully-
angle the same as what you currently have?
You know, I hope not.
That's not gonna work. Where's that gonna have to tie on at? We may be cutting that hanger out.
It's not a problem. I got faith in you. As long as you can weld.
Okay. Let's get some stuff moved around.
Okay.
Get it back into the shop.
Okay, sounds like a great plan.
Awesome. So we kind of need to throw that under there and see where we're going to make our cut and how much we got to take apart to get there.
I was about
huh?
to say, well, we need to figure out where that next section bolts to, and I don't
We
remember.
definitely do.
That's like way. Oh, right here.
Just right there?
Just right here.
Heck, dude, what are the chances we can attach it to the last section up there and replace the tip?
Maybe.
Okay, let me bring that thing down here and let's
Sure.
try unbolting it.
Okay.
All right, what's it look like under here?
Well, that last section, you know, it bolts right here. And that hanger's right in the way. But I bet we cut that hanger off and unbolt this right here.
Oh, yeah?
We could
Do you
go
think
a
this
little-
tip is meant to just bolt up right there?
You know, I don't know. We can hold it up and find out.
What's that look like if we just go up to that section?
Not cool.
It's gonna be really short, huh?
Way short and gonna hang well, it won't hang way down, but it'll hang down not right. What's sucky is it needs to hang about, really it needs to be look about like that right there, so I don't really know what we're gonna do there.
Well, we can use this angle upside down to point to that.
Oh, we can.
Since
You
we
are
can
right.
loosen that, so we probably need to start.
Knock that clamp,
By-
unbolt that.
We need to start by committing to the project. We need to cut this off
Yep.
right in here and just get rid of the section we know we're not going to use.
Yep.
And let's cut the weld on the other side on that hanger.
Mm-hmm.
So this is free to spin. And once this is free to spin, we can start pointing it the direction that we think we want it to line up with your new tip.
It's not a bad idea.
Can you get an impact in there? Or are we going to have to get a
Well,
ratchet?
I don't know.
An air wrench?
Maybe.
You got the right size socket?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I think that's what it was, but I don't remember. Oh no, that is not even
What do you
close.
need?
Like a 5/8 maybe.
Try 9/16.
9/16. What kind of wimpy bolts is that? Hey!
Is that it?
We have a winner.
Did you shoot WD-40 on it yet?
Yeah. I did. That's what's bad. Oh, there it goes. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I think we put this whole long piece in there at once.
including that right there?
Yeah.
Did you have the spare out?
No, I don't think so. Oh, no. It's turning on the back.
She's coming down.
You know, if we were smart, we would take an impact and put on this.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It might have broke it too.
Nah.
Okay, clear.
You know, should we wind that back up so it's not dangling in our face the whole time?
Nah, I can hang it on something.
Okay.
You can get that out of my life though.
The little cute 275, isn't that adorable?
All right, now to get this shield off, try a 10 millimeter, other box.
Oh.
I've got a metric side and a standard side.
No, I think it's smaller than that too.
No, it's a 10.
Oh.
There's those. I got one more up here. Here's one more.
Okay.
And now there's two on the back here. All right,
Yay.
heat shield is down. Now we can get the exhaust off. I'm prying against the frame of the truck. We're close, almost got it.
Watch that clamp, 'cause it's liable to fall down and hit you in the nose.
Got a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, try to pull it back. There you go. Do that. Got it?
That's really dumb.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Old exhaust out. Let's stick that new one up there and just kind of see what bend we need. Where do you want that to be?
I want it to be like right there is where I want it to be. Something like something like so.
And we have this.
Yeah.
We also have this bend. So this bend here looks like it's going to be a little bit aggressive.
Let me actually hold this where I want it to be.
Kind of trying to eyeball
Yeah,
that
well,
bend there. Okay, so I think we need to use this shallow angle.
Okay.
This is going to be too much angle here.
Okay.
So this angle, if you hold that about where you want it, I envision that slipping in there, and this is going to slip over here somewhere.
Okay.
So we need to cut this bottom off. We need to make a cut about right here.
Okay.
Let's just commit
Okay.
and cut it off. All right, where did we leave off when we went, Nate? We're going to cut this off, and we're keeping the top bend, so we're keeping the low one. We're using the gentler of the two bends.
Okay.
So what we need to do here, basically, we need to cut this weld and get that bracket off. And since we're using this bend, I want to cut it back about right here. I want to leave just enough meat on this side of the bend where if we have to use this bend for something, there's a little bit of meat there to do it.
Yeah.
Because we always could make a pie cut and put some of this meat in. So, do you know how to make a circle all the way around?
No.
Put your zip ties together
Yeah.
to be able to circle the whole pipe.
Yeah.
You never seen this before?
No. It's a first for me.
Okay, hold that for me right there. So, to go all the way around, we're going to do that right there, and automatically your circle's gonna, your cut's gonna line up and be a circle all the way around.
Well,
So if you want to get
go.
super perfect, you can eyeball that straight and then run masking tape all the way around. Something wider, like 2 inches is better, but this is better than nothing. So now you can just make a Sharpie mark all the way around the inside of that.
Look at you go in your little noggin.
So finish your Sharpie mark, and I will get some cutters to cut the zip ties off, and we can make that cut, and we're going to cut that hanger off. Someone asked me in one of the last videos why I use hand grinder instead of a chop saw.
Yeah.
Short answer, I don't know. I just like them. Sometimes I grab it.
It's quicker.
All right.
And convenient. What are you gonna do there? Huh?
I want to try to save this hanger.
Yeah.
So, but we don't want to hurt the pipe either.
But truthfully though, the hanger's not gonna be right anyways. We'll probably have to make a. Do you have anything to make a new one out of?
No, I want to try to reuse this one. Let's see if we can, I don't know if we'll get that off or not.
Just try to nip it.
Let's hit it with the hammer a little bit, see if it'll move.
Whack it. Look at you.
Very good. We have any holes in the pipe? No holes in the pipe. Check it out.
Look at you go. Look at you go. You're supposed to take the battery out of that for safety purposes.
Hey, you've been watching my videos. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not bad.
You know that yet?
We can polish it up a little bit once we know it all fits.
Oh,
Got that edge cleaned up so we don't cut ourselves.
yeah. Nice.
Sweet. Probably time to jump under the truck and we can actually do a mock-up now.
Yeah.
We'll slip this end on and maybe we can get your tip close enough here to know how much more meat to take out. So let's jump under the truck. All right. One side's got a bell. This side's got a bell.
Yeah.
I kind of want to take your clamp all the way off.
Do it. Slide it off there.
We could weld this up.
Yeah. Good. Bill.
Okay, bell end goes up. Yep. Okay, why don't you grab your tip and let me fight this side.
Okay.
Hang on one second, I'm gonna move your camera up.
That
Take it off, take it off.
stupid YouTube. Do it twice, do it twice.
Why don't you stick that on?
Okay, probably won't work.
Okay.
That is pretty much perfect.
Really?
I mean, that is.
Come on now.
I mean, here's the thing. The tip itself is a little long, but like I told you in the beginning, that we could cut this off to where it needs to be, because right now it's hanging out a good, I don't even know.
But you actually like that?
Yeah.
I don't love that angle's a little better up here.
Like, actually, right there is like,
Right there.
right there is.
I kind of want to weld this tip on instead of using that clamp.
That would be fine.
Would it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a good gap all the way around. Is that what that is? This an adapter?
No.
Is that what that is?
No, it's just a clamp.
Now this is touching the plastic here.
Oh, Nars.
But you like that?
Yeah. Really, if it melts my plastic a little bit, I think it'd be okay. 'Cause I just want it level. I want it flat, level. I don't want it to be bowed or honky looking.
That looks to me like it needs to come back just a little bit to line up with the body line like that.
Like,
I'm looking at this body line here
Yeah.
and this cut.
yeah.
Do you want to cut it first?
What do you think? Probably not be a bad
I
idea.
think let's get it all welded and bolted. Mark it exactly, and then we take it off and cut it, because we could cut it now, and if something changes up there, it'd be wrong.
Yeah, because I do think we need to loosen my exhaust a little bit and do a little shimmy,
Okay.
just to make sure it's all tight.
Blaine, can you move Abby's car so I can get out? Go ahead and get diapers for Bailey and ice cream.
Her
Okay,
keys should be in it, Paige.
you can move
Yeah,
it.
move it.
Go for it.
It's push button.
Slight kid interruption.
Back to work.
Okay, yeah, let's
Is
try
what
to
I
get
think.
that welded and bolted up.
Okay.
That's touching plastic just a little bit. It's dipped down just a touch.
How do you feel?
That looks good to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark that,
Okay.
and then I think we need to grind off some of this chrome plating.
Yep.
So I've got a mark there, got a mark right there, mark right there. Let's
Yeah.
go grind off some chrome plating so I can actually try to weld to it.
Okay.
I'll tack it in place and then we'll pull it out and put a bead around it.
That looks like
That might be stainless. I think I can weld stainless with MIG. We can look it up real quick, or we can just try it. Let's just try it.
What are you gonna do? Blow a hole in it?
Right? Oh, I should have set this in the sun. I'm still waiting on my auto darkening hood to charge, so we're gonna go old school. And I'm gonna do this with no hood or with a dark hood.
Burn your eyes.
All right. Get some of the spiders out. This hood is fit for the kids' heads. That's what I make them wear when I weld. Oh, nothing like watching a spider fall out of your hood when you put it on.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Don't you hate spiders?
It's the snakes I don't like.
Oh, it's the snakes you don't like.
And earlier we were right there.
Okay.
Do you still like that?
I think so. I think that's pretty good.
Ready? I'm gonna try it, see if it does anything.
Okay.
We have ATAC. You still like it?
I mean, as far as I can tell.
Two tacks.
Oh, you got two tacks.
It's welding up just fine. Well, I'm gonna clean this up with a wire wheel just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, let's give that a shot. That's a better tack.
Yeah, that's better. You're getting better.
Let me clean this one up a little bit. Well, I'll weld over that and it'll be okay. So we're good and tacked. I can use this helmet if I have to.
Weld it, boss. Weld it. Hammer down.
It's not the prettiest weld in the block.
Hey,
Let's hit it with a wire wheel.
as long as it doesn't fall off, I could care less, my homie.
Really? I think that turned out pretty good, didn't it?
That's not bad. It's not bad at all, buddy. Look at that.
All right, let's stick this under there.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be hot. Have you tried to touch it yet?
Oh, yeah.
Can you handle it?
Ugh.
Maybe not. I got gloves.
I mean, right there where the weld is, it's pretty warm, but other than that, you're good.
I feel like it's pointed back a little bit right now.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said
I'd rather have it twist down like that.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
That way it drains the water out. It's
Yeah.
flatter with the edge of the truck.
Yeah, that's a great.
That's down just a little.
Just
And
perfect.
what I'm trying to do is get this straight with your body
Yeah.
line. We're there.
Perfect.
That's where it goes. So I'm gonna make a Sharpie mark up at the top where it meets
Okay.
for how far back to go.
Yeah. You want to notch it to where it needs to be, which side's up and down and all around.
Do you want to hold that right there and let me go ahead and get the strap on?
Can.
Try to make that dude slip in. And I'm gonna struggle without my auto darkening hood on this.
Oh.
Let me look at it one more time.
Oh.
It's such a crutch, man, once you get used to them.
Yeah, well, yeah, because truthfully, you need to be in right here, and you could get right to that.
Whole project without an auto darkening hood, I reckon. It's still not charged.
It's okay.
I guess it's time for old Benny boy to actually buy a hood.
Yeah, and be professional, you know. Buy that one I told you. Could chop it, be like a pipeliner.
Alright. Gonna worm my way in here.
Ow.
Right?
Benny boy, Benny boy. Tack it up there.
I'm gonna try.
Tack it up there. You got it. Get it?
We got a good enough tack to hold. Let's take it out and I'll weld it on for real.
Okay.
Clean it up.
Rolling on the
Okay.
hammer down.
Ready to hit it?
Yeah, get it, boy, get it. Look at you go, little Benny boy.
What do we think of that?
So proud of you.
Looks pretty good to me,
So
truthfully.
proud of you. Look at you.
Let me polish it up with that wire wheel just a little bit.
Okay.
I kind of want to hit that with paint.
What?
The two welds. Kind of want to hit that weld and hit that weld. So let's let it cool for just a minute, rattle can it, and then put it on
Okay.
and see how it sounds.
Let's do it.
Sound good?
Let's do it, man.
All right.
Do it.
So we're doing our mock-up,
Okay, and we're gonna cut it off.
and then we're gonna mark the tip where it needs to be.
Okay.
We're gonna pull it off, cut it off, clean it up,
And weld it back.
paint our welds, and then install for good.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me.
So I'm going to Windex again.
Yeah, little decks.
Okay.
We're gonna pick up and set in.
Still hot.
Yeah, it's still, yeah. What do you need? Just like that.
That's it.
Alright.
My Sharpie mark is lined up right there.
Okay. I'm happy with that, I think.
That's it. Pretty well.
Okay. I like that. I
Do
think so. I think we're good. As long as when you pop back out and take a look, see.
Okay.
Make sure
Let's do that.
everything's flush and square and nice and
Okay. Hang
happy.
tight.
Does that look awesome?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. How far back do you actually want it to go?
Pretty flush, truthfully. I'm thinking like
With the plastic?
Like I'm thinking somewhere like, give us just a little
You want
sticking
me to just
out.
wing it? I think we can actually just measure that distance back all the way around off the truck
Works for me.
and cut it exactly. Back to the bench.
Back to the bench. You got the Sharpie?
Yep. Were you just gonna pick a happy number, or dude, right on the money, 4 inches? So we're just marking 4 inches back from the factory square end all the way around,
Yeah.
and that's gonna give us a factory square end, right?
Isn't that gonna be nice?
I don't even need my zip tie trick
No. You could put a little tape on it though to protect the edge, right?
to protect the edge and to connect all my dots, basically.
Yes.
The tape is just gonna go dot to dot. So you thought dot to dot was just an elementary school thing? No, they were teaching you life lessons.
You, look at you. I used to do those in coloring books.
Whoever thought you'd be playing dot to dot on a $60,000 pickup? Right?
Not me. I told you you were nuts.
When your mommy says pay attention in kindergarten, hey, what are you doing so fast and recklessly? You crazy jug. Now we got to start over with new tape.
Oh no.
Tore it off so fast
Oh my.
because we're going to split the Sharpie line.
Oh my. Come on, don't breathe. Don't breathe.
I
Oh,
am splitting the Sharpie line all the way around.
I think you got a little over on that Sharpie line.
Over on your Sharpie line.
That's what I thought. Come on, get it together.
All right, I just want to show the camera that. That's why we use a hand grinder, folks. You see that? That is just gorgeous. Let's hook the air up and clean the inside just like you did before. Let's do that before we take the tape off.
Okay. I've got a question. You remember that really gay band at one time, Florida Georgia Line?
Yeah,
Well,
careful what you say on film.
in one of their songs, they was talking about a chrome piece tucked in the console. Is that what they're talking about?
Maybe. I don't know. I was homeschooled.
Here, I hold.
Oh, you did it last
I
time.
know, but I hold you do it.
Because this is the finished product.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if we should deburr the outside just a little bit, or if it might be
Maybe.
good.
I don't know.
May take some sandpaper too. You know, take off the tape and see what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, somebody.
How about a
left that.
file?
I think that would be a safer bet. Either that or some really coarse sandpaper.
I'm just gonna hit it with a file. It's a long way around a 6-inch pipe.
Oh, come on, math man. What's the inches on that?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Well, it'd be pi times the diameter. So if the diameter is 6, 3.14 times 6, so 3 times 6 is 18 and change.
Yeah.
So it'd be probably between 18 and 19 inches around. You asked.
Let's have it, folks. Let's give him a good round of applause. We do know he was homeschooled.
Watch some math whiz get on there and comment, "You were wrong." Y'all can check me. What's the diameter of a 6-inch pipe?
Yeah.
No. What's the circumference of a
Yeah.
6-inch pipe?
Can't give the class the answer.
If it's not between 18 and 19 inches, let us know in the comments. Okay. Welds are hit.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
You ready to do a little install-y?
Let's let that flash for 5 minutes and bolt it on the truck. Okay. This clamp goes on.
Which side does it need to go on first? Do you have it on the right way?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? Mm-hmm. Are you positive?
Yep. Some Windex.
Now.
That goes there. We've done this once already. There we go. That's what we need. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's it.
Sure. Looks cool to me, man.
I just see a possibility that this bracket interferes with the spare tire heat shield.
What? No way.
I need the heat shield. Reverse order.
How did this go, dude? I hope so.
I do.
Well, I guess it has to go this way.
Hang on. This went like so.
Like so?
Yep, like so.
Wow, we actually have more room now than what we did.
Great. It works.
It worked like it was supposed to. That is crazy.
I'm actually lifting on the tire a little bit while you do that.
Okay.
You ever broken one of those before, sucking a wheel and tire up?
Oh, that's not cool.
The Suburbans are real bad to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
had 2 Suburbans with a broken spare tire jack.
Oh, no. See, I've actually never heard of that, believe it or not.
Dude, you're there. That's it.
Beautiful.
Okay, we clean up our mess and we start it and listen.
Sounds
All right, let's do it. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, yeah.
You like that, don't you?
That looks good, man.
Looks a lot better than that exhaust because see my old exhaust.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not a believer.
Well, see, but I told you because
You came up holding that big old tip. I thought, what an idiot. But that actually looks pretty cool.
You know, because my old exhaust, it come out to here and
didn't
hung down to here. So like there was a nasty looking
Right.
gap. It
No,
was
that looks
awful.
good. The cut's actually pretty much right in line with the body line.
Yeah, you can't get any better than
That looks good. All right, what'd we do?
a lot for not
We did.
very much.
You showed up with an obnoxious looking tip that I thought some high school kid would put on their truck.
But look at it. It's nice, it's easy, it's clean.
It turned out slick.
Tucked up under there. No more hanging down, looking back.
Right.
Looks awesome.
So how'd we get there? We set it up against the truck.
Yeah.
We looked at where it was gonna hit with your existing exhaust.
Yeah.
We cut off your current pipe, right?
Yep.
Took a wild guess, thought we left ourselves too much pipe,
Stuck
and
it
the
on
first time we mocked it up,
Looked perfect.
it did.
Couldn't have asked for
That's
any
right.
better. And we only had to cut off like 4 inches of my tip
Right.
to make it match. And
So we put a couple tacks in it,
pulled it off.
mocked it up. We cut the hanger off
Yes.
your old pipe, welded the hanger on, and it just lined up too. Put the whole thing on again, marked the tip.
Then we brought it off and welded it all solid, put it back in there, and then we trimmed off what little bit needed to be trimmed.
That's right.
Put my spare tire back in there like it was supposed to go.
It's all back like factory,
Which we
isn't it?
was wondering if it was going to work.
Got lucky again.
Yes,
So we got lucky
did.
3 or 4 times
Yes,
tonight.
we did.
But
And
hey.
and it turned out awesome.
It did.
Absolutely
So
awesome.
what are you going to do next to this truck?
I don't know. There's a whole list. I want to put amp steps on there, and then I want to put a block for my transmission in there. It's because there's a thermostat in there that really doesn't need to be in there because it makes your transmission run harder than what it needs to be. So there's a little block that you put through there that'll help cool all that down. And then I need to put a deeper transmission pan so I can hold more fluid, keep everything cool. And let's see what else. Oh, I need to do a crankcase filter delete, grid heater delete.
We got a
more
list.
things. Yes, we've got a list.
But we got the 6-inch tip now.
Now we got the 6-inch
All right.
clean looking tip.
You guys let us know what you think. You can bet if we do any of those mods to this truck, you will see it right here on Ben Netherton Builds. That's a win.
That's great.
Good job, Holmes. See you guys next time.